Greetings there, fellow makers. Bill here. Welcome to season 3 of Prop 3D, your look into the world of 3D printing for prop and costume making. Today, I'm going to give you a rundown of what you can expect from the coming weeks of Prop 3D. For the foreseeable future, every single Friday we'll have a 3D printing video. This is, of course, in addition to our traditional prop and costume making videos, which means you'll be getting an extra dose of my face every single week. In the lineup, we have a ton of really great 3D printing videos just for you guys. To kick it off, you guys have been asking for a budget alternative for 3D printers, and up until now, we've only had a couple of kind of higher end printers. The Dremel was about $1,000, the Ultimaker, quite a bit more than that. So we went in the far opposite direction. We were aiming for something below $500. You guys sent us some really great options to check out, and we ended up going with this guy right here. This is the Anet A8 3D printer, and it came in at $165 US. That includes shipping. Kind of hard to get even more budget than that. This is a kit, which means there is quite a bit of assembly required. And of course, that's going to be a little bit of a trial for me. I've never put one of these things together, and I'll be filming that trial for your enjoyment. We'll be live streaming most of the build. That'll be on a future date. I'll put that date down in the description so that you can go check that out over on our Twitch channel when we go live. My goal with this printer is to build something epic using just this machine. I'm thinking maybe like a full-on helmet. This isn't big enough to print a whole helmet, so I'll have to print it in pieces. I'll figure all that stuff out and share it with you guys as we go. I also really want to track all of the cost and time that goes into putting this machine together and trying to print something at a really high quality level. This includes things like not only the cost of the machine, but let's say something goes wrong and we need to get replacement parts. We'll add those costs into it, plus all of the time. That means assembly and tuning, potentially repairing, and then on top of that, we'll include the 3D modeling, the printing, the assembly. We'll need to get some filament for it. We'll need to sand whatever it is we finish, and then we'll want to paint it all up. So hopefully by the time we're done using the machine and building something epic, you will have a reasonable expectation of the money and time cost that goes into using a super low budget 3D printer. Then of course we can compare that to something like one of the other printers we have, like the Ultimaker. Again, way on the other end of the spectrum. Along with the budget printer videos, we have a whole bunch more really cool projects coming out for the 3D printing enthusiasts. Of course, I've already filmed some of them because I've been on the case. I was just down in LA hanging out with my friends over at Matterhackers, and I sent them the files for the Boolean Gemini. This is the big project we did last season. They printed out one big old copy of this machine, all of the different parts, and then Alec and I spent some time assembling it and gluing it all together. We have a video on that that'll be coming out here really soon. And of course, if you're in the Southern California area, you should visit Matterhackers. Not only are they an awesome company, but you can go see one of my pieces there being used as a display model in their showroom. Also, while I was there, I teamed up with my friend, cosplayer Allie Williams. She does an awesome Nuka Girl costume, so I 3D modeled and printed the Thirst Zapper from Fallout 4, one of my favorite weapons. While we were hanging out at Matterhackers, Allie and I put it together and painted it, and again, we'll have that video ready to go in just a couple of weeks. Something else I've been jonesing to experiment with is flexible filament for the 3D printing machines. Our friends over at Lulzbot were kind enough to hook us up with the Lulzbot Mini, armed with the Flexystruder. This is an extruder head that is specifically designed for printing flexible material like Ninja Flex. I'm excited to experiment with it and see what sort of soft costume parts that I can 3D print, but also I want to print a mold. You heard me right. I want to print a flexible mold that I could then cast rigid pieces into. I don't know if this is something someone else has done before, but I haven't done it before, and I'm gonna give it a try, and we'll see how it turns out. So that's a little bit of what you can look forward to in the coming weeks of Prop 3D videos. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Thank you guys so much for all the feedback leading into this season, giving us some great ideas on what to cover. Of course, if you have more ideas, leave them in the comments down below. Any 3D printing stuff that you want us to cover, we'll be happy to try it out. Plus, I know a lot of you guys have been making your own 3D printed prop and costume projects. Please share those with me. I'm at Chinbeard over on Twitter. Send me a picture. I'd love to see what you're working on. That's all I have for you guys today. I have a bunch of videos to go start editing, plus a bunch of projects to get started on. So I better get to it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy printing. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you don't miss any of our new weekly prop and costume tutorial videos. For more goodies, head over to our website where you'll find blueprints, tutorial books, articles, and more. We also have a second channel for our Q&A show and extra behind the scenes videos. Thanks again and happy crafting.